All right, boys and girls. How are we doing this fine day? A lot of rain yesterday. We weren't able to get outside. Hopefully, you guys are able to get outside, take a walk, and get some fresh air, kind of relieve, and get out of your house a little bit today. Wasn't really an option yesterday. Hopefully, you can get out, get some fresh air today. But probably want to take care of this algebra first. So let's talk about some algebra here. You notice it says behind me we're going to talk about solving quadratics again. So right now we're at about 75% of you doing real well on this stuff. There's about 25% that are dragging, not quite catching on. So we're going to throw this at you one more time today. I am working on either Wednesday or Thursday, or maybe Friday, depending on how things are going around my house. I got a couple things I have to take care of. But what I want to do is I want to set up a live conversation. It'll be on Google Meet. So if you want to participate, if you're on a computer, laptop, Chromebook, something like that, it's just part of the Google family. You just go to your little waffle in the upper right hand corner. It should be in that menu of Google options. If you're on your phone that you're getting this information and communicating, then you're going to have to download the app, free app, Google Meet, and MEET. And I will post more information on the day that we're going to do it. We'll do it on noon, either Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. Again, I got to get my schedule sorted out around here, and I'll let you know and give you as much time, lead-in time. So basically all you're going to do is click on the thing, and you'll come into the meet, and we'll be able to have a face-to-face conversation, the whole group, whoever signs up for it, looking at noon. I'm going to try and do it tomorrow. But if not, it'll be on Thursday, and I'll post all the information that you need in the stream on Classroom so you know what's going on. So let's throw some more of these at you. So solving quadratic equations. There's 3 steps involved. First step, you got to get the equation equal to 0. Second step, you factor. Third step, use the zero product property to solve the problem. So this is goofing up a lot of people. We'll work through all 3 of them. I got to get the equation equal to 0. You can't do anything until that equation is equal to 0. So here, I add 12 to both sides of the equation so I can get it equal to 0, because minus 12 plus 12 is 0. Now I have my equation equal to 0. Now I can move on to step 2, factor the equation. So I look here. We always check for a GCF first. Is there a GCF? Do all 3 of these have something in common? No, they do not. So now we talk about, I've got a trinomial. So we go to our bottoms up method. What multiplies when I put these 2 together? What multiplies to be 12 and adds to be negative 7? Again, that factor sheet's going to come in real handy here. The 2 numbers are negative 3 and negative 4. Multiply to be positive 12, add to be negative 7. Bottoms up method, this is a 1 right here, so if I put 1 underneath them, I don't need to go any further. Now, when we were face to face last time, this was the end of the problem. Now we got one more step, and that step's the zero product property, which means I'm going to take each one of these 2 products and set them equal to 0. Solve that equation. Add 3 to both sides. Add 4 to both sides. There's my 2 answers. Again, remember back to the first lesson when we talked about the zero product property. If either part of this equals 0, the whole thing equals 0. So I could plug in 4 squared here. It would come out to this problem right here, it would come out to be 0. I could plug in 3 and it would come out to be 0. They would both work. That's why there's 2 answers here. All right, number 2. Again, I've got to get my equation equal to 0. That's the first step. I can't do anything until that happens. So I want to get all these terms over here. We can't just magically move things around. I need to do the opposites. So I got a positive 4x squared, subtract 4x squared from both sides. Again, I'm going to do this all in one step so we can kind of see what's going on. I got a positive 3x, I'm subtracting 3x from both sides of the equation. So now here, 12x minus 4x, 8x squared. Like terms, I can combine them. Up here, no like terms. Squared term, x term, constant. No like terms, can't be combined. These are both x squared terms, so we can add and subtract them. Minus 13 minus 3 is minus 16x, 0. 4 minus 4 is 0. 3 minus 3 is 0. 0 over there. Step 1, done. Got my equation equal to 0. Step 2, factor. We always check for a GCF first. So is there something that goes into both of these terms? Yes, there is. Again, the factor sheet can come in handy. Hopefully you know that 8 is the biggest number that goes into both of these, and you see that they have an x in common. So my GCF is 8x. If I factor the 8x out of here, there's an x left. If I factor the 8x out of here, there's a 2 left. Now, that's the factoring step. Step 3, zero product property. Take each one of these and set them equal to 0. Solve. The way you solve this equation, I'm not subtracting, that's multiplication. The number next to a letter is multiplying. So I need to divide both sides by 8. 0 divided by 8 is 0. Add 2 to both sides here. X comes out to be 2. There are the two answers that will make this equation work. All right, number 3. Again, step 1, get the equation equal to 0. So I've got two things, plus x, minus 6. When I come over here, there's no other constants, so there's nothing to combine it with. So now we go, 3x squared had no like terms. Minus 8 plus, remember your invisible ones, is minus 7x. Doesn't look like an x. Minus 6 has no like terms, so it's just a plain old minus 6. So now we have to finish this. Is there a GCF? No, there's nothing that goes into all three of these. 2 of them, yes, but not all 3. So now, what multiplies to be negative 18 and adds to be negative 7. Look at your factor sheet. Look in your head. What multiplies to negative 18? Not a lot of choices. Adds to negative 7, negative 9, and positive 2 are your two answers. So we go in here with bottoms up. Take the answers, the numbers that worked here, put them in the parentheses, and then put your 3 in the denominator beneath each one. Can we simplify 9 over 3? Yes, we can. Can we simplify 2 over 3? No, we cannot. So we do bottoms up. Move that 3 to the front. That's our factors for this trinomial. Bottoms up method. Again, we learned this when we were still face-to-face a week plus ago. Now, I need to finish this problem with the zero product property. Solve both equations. Add 3 to both sides. I get 3. Over here, subtract 2. Divide by 3. There's my two answers. So there you go. Another review. Again, for those of you who are catching on, like I said, 75% of you are doing well. There's about 25-30% that are still struggling with this topic. So we got the time while we're doing this. We'll slow it down, make sure everybody's understanding. I'll let you know and get you more information about when that face-to-face is going to be so you can ask me specific questions. But as always, if you got something, reach out to me. email, Facebook, contact me, however, and let me know what's going on with you. Stay safe, guys. Talk to you later.